Yo, what is up, guys? Oh, you already know what time it is, man. You already know. I'm back. I'm back, and I'm here to do my Toriko episode 250. I mean, not episode. Chapter 258. Now, I apologize if I didn't review last 2 weeks ago's chapter, which was chapter 257. It's because basically not really a lot happened, only a couple important things, and that was some people here in the Blue Nitro pretty much was just eating the shit out of Ichiru while trying to, but the Midoriya steps in, he says fuck you, and then like Ichiru, after he said that, he finally was able to finally die, at least at peace, at least for now anyway. I mean, I don't even know if he's truly dead, or again, they're not explaining if he's really dead. Maybe he's just out of energy, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's dead. I mean, granted, I don't really think he's going to come out of this alive, you guys. I really think Ichiru is probably gone. I think he's really dead. So, we'll see exactly what happens in that development later on. And then Midoriya says that he's going to take him to a place where he feels more at home. And probably that's about the little cabinet, the wood thing that they grew up with. And then, of course, we see Manson pretty much, wakes up from the coma after what happened. And he says that, you're going to be the new responsible one to, protect the land of the people. And of course, we all know that the end of an era has come to an end. The gourmet age has come to an era. And there's going to be a brand new gourmet age coming about. So the old era has ended, and bringing in a new era is pretty much, it's kind of familiar with the whole Marine 4 thing in like One Piece, sort of. That's pretty much about it. Oh, and Granny Shio finally gets out of that trance that she was in with the Bishukai and whatnot, and she finally she's finally back to the way she was. Her husband Chen, whatever the fuck the guy's name is, Chen, the dude who told him the food honor, the master of food honor, the Shuriken Temple. He's relieved that she's back on her feet. She's back to being herself and stuff like that. And Granny Shield mentioned that there's a new age, and that is the age of Neo. And that's pretty much really what happened. But this chapter is actually very interesting. Mitoshi's back from that hiatus, man. You don't know how hungry, man. Bitches know that I am hungry for that Toriko, man. I eat that shit up non-stop, man. It's some tasty, manly shit. And I was going crazy when there was no Toriko last week. I'm like, no, man, no, god damn it. No Toriko, which that really got to me. It's fuck. Which I was really pissed with, because, that again, from all this crazy shit that's been going on, I don't blame the guy for taking a break or a hiatus. Now, basically, this chapter, again, not too much craziness happened, but hype. The main thing is the hype level in this chapter. It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But I'll get to that. Basically, it starts off that Terry's looking all sad, he's looking all depressed, that he knows that Toriko has failed on his mission to protect Komatsu, his combo partner. Duh, obviously. So, basically, he failed in that, so that's why he's pretty much feeling bad about that. Also, what goes on... Oh, the ending. Oh, dude, the ending of this chapter was like a... What the fuck? Like, huh? There better be some fucking explanation for this shit, which... I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be an explanation how he survived the battle and stuff like that. Unless it's going to be like more chapters within, like a flashback, like with the whole Ichiru and Midoriya fight. Maybe they'll finally go with the whole COCO thing. Maybe. I'm not so sure. I mean, maybe they'll get into more depth on how he survived and whatnot, which I'm hoping they do. I mean, if they do it with Ichiru and Midoriya and all that, I don't see why not they're going to do it with COCO. So we'll see on that one. But anyways, we'll get... Okay, so basically, yeah. So what happens is, okay, so we already see that, like at the beginning and whatnot. So I'm just gonna go play by step, because I'm trying to remember. I already read the chapter, but I'm just like reading it again. But anyways, we see this like a massive herd of the Bishukai, and they're riding on the bugs and whatnot. And then they notice half of their headquarters are up in smoke, and it's like, what the fuck is this? So what happens is that he tells GRINPATCH to put out the flames, with that little straw thing that, he has, that he obtains and whatnot. But then he's feeling a little odd about something, and it's like, then Stargin is like, GRINPATCH, what are you doing? So he's like, what? Grin? So apparently something must be going on, and that smoke isn't really on fire. What it is that it's launching a giant. Okay, well, first of all, it says a human's unhappiness has the taste of honey. Will said, and this guy is gourmet human, national treasure, Saisia Moihan Saishi, some weird bug thing that's been there. Anyways, what happens is next is that Joa says good taste gives human energy and vitality, so they'll be brimming with life. So you could say that people's unhappiness, in other words, good taste. So in other words, this means like the happiness of people, people who are unhappy, people who are depressed, have like a more good taste. I guess like the whole scope tasting. I guess it's kind of similar to what Joa, not Joa now, Frog was pretty much using. I think that's pretty much what she was using. What was it against fucking, what was it? I guess Tepe or whoever, like the scope thing or whatever the hell it was that she used way chapters ago, is exactly what you seek, right? And it goes, yes, there are things we need good taste. The method for cooking, which is, okay, this guy, Jojo, yeah, Jojo. Jojo! Down. Sorry. But anyways, Jojo says that there are 3 things we need. The good taste, the method for cooking, and it will finally be done. The vehicle for going to the final land. And what they're doing is that smoke that you see is this giant spaceship rocket that they're going to be using, which is the group of Neo that are going to be going right now to the final land. It's only a short matter of time now, which is God, what was this old chef's name? Not Yuda, but I think it's the one, I forget his name. Let me know in the comment section below. The one that's talking to Jojo, if you remember, if you read the chapter, the one that's like all red and he has it like weird white hair going around. I'm trying to remember his name. It's been a while. Anyways, he said it was only a short matter of time that Ichiru fed us false information. And then he mentioned something about false information from Ichiru. So I'm guessing this means that the information that Ichiru have given the bugs that infiltrated or whatever, or gave to Midora or whoever he gave the information to, was incorrect. So I'm confused now. So does that mean that Ichiru's, what he was telling Midora was the whole truth with the blue nitro, or was that fake? That's the thing that we're not really getting here. So again, about this chapter, it's a little bit confusing. I don't really get what they kind of mean by that. It's like, what? Like, I don't really get it that much. So it's basically saying that I'm assuming Ichiru's information was incorrect with the blue nitro. I'm assuming that's kind of like the wrong thing, but again, let me know in the comment section below, or give me your thoughts on what that's supposed to mean. And then we see Uman, this motherfucking traitor right here, man. He says the solar eclipse will happen sooner or later. Now we just need to wait patiently until that comes. The appearance of God. He goes, and then Froze's like, oh yes, the cooking method recorded in the notebook will come eventually. So in that case, why don't we have, a celebration? And then we see all the members of Neo pretty much gathering up and whatnot, of the Utopian Neo. And then you see everybody in Neo, including, wait, am I seeing who I think I'm seeing? Yes, I believe I do. Yes, I do. Zazis! We see Zazis! Zazis! I love Zazis, man. So we see all these marching of Neo. Now that's what I mean by the hype. We see all the Neo people getting this big ass fucking space rocket, ready to go, doing their thing, and going to the final land. And then meanwhile at the end we get a little get together with Zebra and Sunny. And what happens is that they're talking. They say like, oh, at least we got out of that one. Oh no, wait, I forgot to mention the other stuff at the beginning. Shit, I totally fucking forgot about that. The other stuff at the beginning is that pretty much we find out that Baranchi is going back to the Witchland Island. For that, for the island, for the ingredients. Oh, and I forgot to mention at the very beginning too, the most important part, the ingredients that were left over from the meteor spice, the ones that thought they got annihilated, which were safe, thanks to it being frozen. Since most of the ingredients were left frozen, they'll be easier to use it for the new gourmet age. So that's basically, so the extra ingredients are there so they can save the civilians, they can feed the civilians on food supplies and whatnot. But that's not the main premise. The very end of this episode, chapter, why do I keep saying episode? We see COCO come in the door. At first we didn't think it was COCO, we all thought it was Toriko. Then suddenly he's like, yo, what took you so long to call? And then we see the man of the hour, COCO. It's like, where are you at, bro? Where have you been since these past chapters, man? We don't know. Then that's where the chapter ends off. And it says, next issue, haven't returned alive. What shocking new facts will COCO reveal? So I'm guessing this means that maybe they're going to show how he escaped, how he got back to life, and blah blah blah, and stuff like that. So this is why I'm really excited for the next chapter of Toriko. So we finally get to find out how COCO became back to life and whatnot. And again, thumbs up for that awesome, amazing, awesome walk of the Neo. Oh my god, I am so hyped for this, man. I am so hyped, man. This shit really got me hyped up. Plus, not to mention, Toriko's new outfit I really like, though. I like Toriko's new outfit. It looks badass. And COCO's new look, I kind of have to get used to it. I know it's a bit like pretty boyish, but I kind of like it in a way. It's kind of cool. So in the end, yeah, this chapter was actually pretty interesting. If I were to give it a good a rating, I would give it maybe I thought it was a decent chapter at best. I thought it was a decent chapter, maybe 3.5 out of 5. Definitely for a chapter. It amps up to a 3.5. I could have given it just like an okay or an alright decent chapter. But I would say definitely this gets like a 3.5. This gets like a decent plus chapter of Toriko this week. I actually thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good, pretty decent. Just a pretty decent chapter. Again, your thoughts in the comment section below. Thumbs up for the return of COCO, man. I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. So, yeah, so basically 3.5 out of 5, final score. Again, what are your thoughts on what do you think of Ichiro's information? Do you think he was wrong the whole time about the blue nitro, down with this false information? So maybe there's something else that we don't know about, which leads to more mysteries. So let me know what you think about that. Until then, guys, that is my review for the manliness, which is Toriko. Chapter 258 review. So again, this is Straw Hat Ninja 89 over and out. See you on the bounce. Peace out. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. And yeah, it's basically it. Oh, and my greeting, Ikinakimasu. And sorry for the anime episode. I'll get to that maybe not. I'll see. It's a simple episode anyway, so I'll probably get to that for the anime viewers. Or if not, maybe I'll just do like the Blaze Blue anime and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe I'll do that, which I haven't. I apologize. I gotta make up for that too, which is episode 6 and episode 7, which I haven't watched yet. I know, guys, I've been busy with my life, marriage life and all that, so it's been very hard for me to catch up. Luckily I got an app for Crunchyroll. Finally the app works, so I'll be able to catch up with it on the go. So until then, guys, see ya. Ikinakimasu, bitches.